We got an envelope that just says sports on it. What could be in it? Feels like photos. Let's get into it on today's episode of Baseball King Collectibles. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. Long time no see. Oh, no, it's been a week or so. I haven't made a video, but hey, we're here, and we got a good one today. I don't know what's in here. It says sports on it. It's in a postal envelope. And these postal envelopes were great. Let me tell you, these were great. These came in handy for autograph collectors, in-person autograph collectors. Like I say, if you had a photo, I'll just take this photo out here. I got one right on the side. I'll just show you what we did. You put the photo on top of here. It was nice and sturdy. You put some, a couple of cardboards inside. So it'd be nice and sturdy. And it was a nice big for them to sign. Nice big area to sign. So these envelopes are really good. Of course, they're free and all that. We took advantage. And I still use them today, of course. We mail them, of course. We use them for all kinds of things. But anyway, what's in here? I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't look. I like to be surprised, just as you're going to be surprised, if we're going to be surprised at all. But we'll see. So pulling them out. Look, nothing crazy. I don't know where. Look, let me get to the front here. Pulling it all out. Look, all coming out. Did I get it all? Yeah, I got it all. Okay. We'll start it off with, it's a good one right on top here. Let me just get this out of the way. All right. Good one on top. All right. Let's see. It's a Pete Rose, Bud Harrelson. But it's not by Pete, just by Bud. That's okay. The classic, beautiful, gorgeous Bud Harrelson. Not worth much, of course. Like I said, these don't have most of the, what are you going to show you? They're $10 photos, $5 photos. You can buy them on the line, whatever, wherever. But they're my collection. These are all in person. Like I said, in person. I have over 10,000 autographs. For you guys who don't know, never watched the show before, your first time here, I have over 10,000 in-person autographs of celebrities and sports figures. So we started off with Bud Harrelson, and I was at the game. Believe it or not, I was at that game, sitting in fair territory down the left field line in the upper deck, about 20 rows up, 20 rows down, like right in the middle of the upper deck. Not the best seats, but I was at that game. So that's probably one of the most famous games, maybe the most famous game I've ever been to. Other than a World Series game, I would say that's more famous even than a World Series game. All right, next up, too much talking for me. Bobby Jones. He was a pretty good pitcher for the Mets. Had a nice career. Okay. Let me get this in a better spot. I just got to put these somewhere better where it's going to... Whoops, I'm knocking the camera. I just want to make some room here and get this out of the way so I don't mess up. Okay, I do that a lot. Rico Brogna, who he's been on the show many times. He was a great autograph signer, Rico Brogna. Okay. Oh, we got basketball. We got a basketball guy mixed in here. It's Hubert Davis, the New York Knicks. I believe he was the number one pick. I'm not sure. Was he the number one pick one year? Maybe 92, 93, 94, something like that. He had a good career, Hubert. But, pretty good one here. Carlos Baerga. He was a star with the Indians, a big star with the Indians, a huge star with the Indians. What happened? He got to the Mets like everybody else. The big stars come to the Mets and they just fail. It just happens, So it's just the way it is. Alrighty, here's an interesting one. It's Lance Johnson who writes one dog on there, on every one. There was one where he just wrote one, I got a card. He signed one dog. I said, wait a second. Can you put your name as well? He just signed one dog on a card. Oh, jeez. But then he was able to do Lance Johnson too. I'll find that card one day. I'll show it to you. Oh, look who it is. It's the Duke of Flatbush, Willie McGee and the Duke. Duke Snider, Hall of Fame with the year on there. Duke Snider, Joy, he's been around, signing for many years. Matter of fact, he signed too much, I think, Duke Snider, right? As an autograph collector. There's no value in Duke Snider. There's no value. Duke Snider, you can get a JSA certified autograph like this, $20, free shipping. I mean, really, Duke Snider, he signed too much. Too many autograph shows, too many people. I mean, I have maybe 20, 30 Duke Snider autographs in my collection. I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's people, that's probably nothing compared to some people because he was great. He was a great signer. And most of mine I got for free anyway. It was different than the other ones. I got two in the back here in sleeves. Let me show what we got here. We got Tom Glavine. All right. And we've seen a million times Tom Glavine. Also another one. I mean, he was so good. You take advantage of it. But, and look, I'm not getting them no more. So you take advantage while you can. I always say that. Reggie Smith, that's a good, look at that autograph. I mean, come on. The original Reggie, right? Before Reggie Jackson, we have Reggie Smith. Okay, way back to the 8x10s here. We have Rivera, woohoo, of the Yankees. That's right, Yankee Rivera. Ruben, that's his cousin, Ruben Rivera. A brief career with the Yankees, couple of years, I'm sure, because Mariano helped him out a little bit, staying on the team maybe. Oh, this is the Mets trio, the Wilson, Pulsifer, and Nisringhausen. Remember those three guys? Supposed to be a big Special K, the Mets, whatever they were called. Isringhausen. Nice. Wait, whoa. Why have one? Like I always say, when you can have two. Two Isringhausen. So if you got two of them, hey, why not? Jason, can you sign this one too? Sure, why not? And they do. And nobody ever very rare you get turned down. You know, guys, do it. Start doing in-person autograph collecting. Go to your stadium, your local ballpark, wherever it is, and get there and do it. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, you'll have a lot of fun. Oh, this one, I'm not sure. This thing has Luis Ochoa? You know these crappy autographs? Yeah, I think so. Like, I'll go Alex Ochoa. I'm sorry, Luis. Alex Ochoa, for sure. Oh, well, here's an oldie but goodie. It's Alvin Dark, manager of the A's in that picture, but he's more famous for the New York Giants and all the rivalries with the Dodgers. He managed the Giants for many years. He was a long-time manager. Yeah, so talking about long-time managers. This guy was my manager growing up as a kid. He was the manager through the 60s for the Yankees all those years. It's the Major, Ralph Houck. Of course, he was the Major in the Army, Air Force, Marine, I don't know which one, but he was a Major, whichever the Majors are. That's how he got the nickname. He was a really good manager. Backup catcher for his career. Yankee for years. And then he went on to manage the Red Sox, the Tigers. He bounced around after. It was like, wow, Ralph, you're a Yankee. What are you doing? It was like very disappointing as when you're young. You know, when you see one of your favorite guys or he's on another team. It's not easy to get over it sometimes. Here's an interesting one. A football guy. We have George Martin of the Giants. And this was given away. So I got a copyright notice on the back of it for the photo. Where was this here? Just a printed out photo. You know, a lot of grand openings back in the days. Every grand opening had a sports person there. That was the thing to do. Have a sports person for your grand opening, and it would, you know, draw a crowd. And just for me, it just drew me into getting autographs. Like this one, Rodney Hampton. Okay, pretty good one. But why have one? Again, why have one Rodney Hampton when you could have two Rodney Hamptons? Here he is, Rodney Hampton. All right. Very good Giant. Really good career. 1,000 yards many times. Very, very, very good. And guys, you know I do celebrities. You know, but I haven't done celebrities in a while, so I'm going to zip a couple on you while you're watching this. And for those who don't know I do celebrities as well. I've met hundreds, if not thousands, I should say, of celebrities in person, autographed, photos with the persons and all that stuff, you know. We'll do another whole show on the photos I got of celebrities. There's the one of David Cassidy for all you girls out there who love good signature too. It's JS8, of course, on the back. And again, I'm not going to JSA everything because I can't afford it. It doesn't make sense. It just, you know, if a person's worth $75, I'm going to go to JSA to $20 more. It's not going to value it much more. But, you know, certain guys you do and certain guys you don't. Like Larry Hagman, I'm not going to, you know, JSA this, but hey, I got too much to JSA. That's why I got 10,000 autographs. It would cost me, I don't know how much. I have no money. Can't afford to do it, so I don't do it. Okay. Oh, next up we have another. Let's get back to the show. It's Eric Clapton. I mean, who doesn't love Eric Clapton, right? Pretty good one, right? This one at JSA, of course. There's a sticker. Oh, there's a good one too. It's Aerosmith's lead singer. It's Steven Tyler. Getting tired of celebrities? We're going to get back to the baseball show quick. I promise you. Two more. Howard Stern. Everybody loves Howard Stern. Or hates Howard Stern. But knows Howard Stern. Oh, we all know who he is. And, of course, from the Ten Commandments, it's Moses. Charlton Heston. The Charlton Heston as Moses. Let the glare on these. Careful. Look out. Okay, so there's your celebrity portion of the show. So I do celebrities. I got many more. You guys want to see it? I really got thousands. Look, there's a couple more up there. There's Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, John Travolta. There's a couple albums. Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, Casey and the Sunshine Band. What's his name? Wayne Casey was the name. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Shake your booty. You know, that guy. He was cool, right? It was a lot of fun back in the day. And, you know, these are big stars. I got everybody. You name it, I got it. Yeah, it's just, I forgot who I got sometimes even. And speaking of a big name, it's number one draft pick, Keyshawn Johnson from the Jets. Had a really good career, Keyshawn. You know, of course, he was on a losing team his whole career with the Jets, but he had a good career. Very good career. Oh, speaking of Reggies, we spoke of Reggie before. It's a little postcard Reggie of Yankee Stadium, but it's autographed Reggie. Is that him swinging? That's him hitting one out. It's probably the third home. I don't know what's that from. Let's see, 44, 10-25. Yeah, this was the Dodgers. This was the third home run in that 3-homer game, I think, the World Series. So, all right, Reggie. There's a nice one up. It's the doctors in the house. Again, how many Doc Goodens I got? We showed them a million times, but they're not the same photos. It's a different one every time. Doc Gooden. And why have one when you could have two or 30? That's about many Goodens I have. Goodens were great. You know, like I said, I've seen Gooden many times and always good. Always good with the fans. Always good in person. Here's Lance Johnson with another one dog. You see that one dog he gives you? He loves to put that one dog. I guess that was his nickname. He thought it was really cool. And, there's a couple of Giants at Caldor. They're at a grand opening. Caldor's not out of business. They opened and closed. All right. We got Kurt Nelson and Harry Carson. Harry Carson's a really, really good Giant. I think he's in their ring of honor, Harry Carson. And Kurt Nelson, not quite, but he had a good career, Carl Nelson. Very good career. Hey, look at this. Ooh, I got a big one here. You guys are going to say, what are you doing? What's he doing in that pile? Well, he's here. It's Greg Maddux. And Greg Maddux is him. It's not a bad one. It's a pretty good photo. It's got a little price tag to it. Right, like in the 100 range, maybe, a little less. But it's in my, I probably got this in chronological order. I don't know how I put these. I don't know how things get in the envelopes. I really don't. All right, and I'm probably going to leave them in here because now I know where everything is. And I know why my Greg Maddux is in this envelope. If I put it somewhere else, then I won't know where it is. So it's just, it's just how you work. There's no right or wrong. And when it's your collection and it's your hobby and you're not selling nothing, you just love what you have, just enjoy it. You touch it. Ooh, I touched the photo. I get comments, look, you're manhandling these things. Come on. Really? I don't think I am manhandling any. But look, this is David Cone before he pitched the perfect game. The David Cone. Look, there he is up there with the perfect game photo. It's a 16 by 20 or something like that. But matter of fact, my son picked that up recently, the Baseball Prince. $40 online on eBay. You can get, man, I'm telling you something. You can get outrageous prices. There are some guys who are outrageous prices. But again, this is free. In person, free. So that means it's free. This was a pretty good one here. Burn, baby, burn. Bernie Williams. There you go, Bernie. A young Bernie there, too. You can see he's young there, too. He put his number there. Is that what his number is? Great Bernie. This was at a grand opening of Lord and Taylor, or maybe not a grand opening, just like a promotional they were doing. A lot of these stores do promotional for all kinds of things, and they always had celebrities. They stopped doing it years ago because I guess it got too expensive, and the crowds in these places were crazy sometimes. You had to get there 2 hours before the signing actually to get a spot online. They'd be crazy, but it was worth it sometimes. Again, it's Duke Snider. How many times are you going to get Duke Snider? I mean, how many times am I going to get him? Why not? Like I said, he's no value. His value is devalued because he signed too much. But, that's just the way it is. Nice, Boggsy, Wade Boggs. Always great with the fan. Boggs, one of the best. Oh, look at this. We got a Hall of Famer. I think he's in the Negro League Hall of Fame, but he's no, it's the Baseball Hall of Fame as well. Ray Dandridge, Hall of Famer. Very good career in the Negro Leagues. I'm not sure what team that's with. Maybe M for Montreal, I believe, maybe. Maybe those are the Miners. I don't know. You got me. It's one dog again. Look at that. That's one dog. He loves that one dog. He loves the one dog. These guys, At least he signs, right? Because some guys today, you see how their autographs are. You can't even make out 2 letters, We got a Hall of Famer. It's Fergie Jenkins, who signs through the mail. Very easy. Again, not worth nothing. Fergie Jenkins autographs are never going to be worth more than $25 because there's millions of them out there. I mean, millions, like Bob Feller, Stan Musial, one of the all-time greats, Stan Musial. You get them $50, $40, $30. They're out there, Stan Musial signed way, way too much for a great as him. His autograph should be just as much as Sandy Koufax, Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle, Stan Musial. Look, I don't have to tell you guys, you know. If you don't know, you should know. This is the all-time defensive third baseman in the history of baseball with more Gold Gloves than anybody else in the history of baseball. It's Brooks Robinson, the vacuum cleaner, of course, as he's known. All right, we got Dick Williams, manager of the 67 Red Sox. And then, of course, he moved on to the A's and won a couple of world championships with them. And then the Yankees tried to get him, and that contract got voided. And then he went to San Diego, and he won with them. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. Not because of his playing days. His managerial career was fantastic. And look who it is. It's Duke Snider again. I mean, it just keeps popping up. Like I said, I didn't plan this. Is nothing. This is just making me laugh. I didn't know I had that many, especially in this one envelope. Wow. I'm laughing again because you're going to see what's next. Warren Spahn. Now this is one of the, Warren Spahn, really, seriously. Look at the stats. Left-handed pitcher. Most wins in career history for lefties. Nobody's more. how many wins 20 years in a row, 20, 40 games, 40 game complete games, shutouts, this, that, pitch stage 42, pitching no hitters, it's just incredible. It's Warren Spahn. This is one of the great pitchers of all time, without a doubt, in my mind, everybody's mind. And we got one more of Buck O'Neil, another Negro League Hall of Famer. So we got some Negro Leagues mixed in here. I tell you, I didn't know what's in this batch, but we got one more. And who's it going to be? Who are we going to end it with? Who? Guess. Duke Snider. One more. It's not. I swear it's not the same ones. I swear it's not the same. Here's another one. Look, they're all here. They're all. I'm not going to go through all of them, but they're all there. I swear to you. I got a lot of Duke Sniders. And that's why he's not worth anything. I swear to God, he's not worth nothing. It really isn't. It's a shame, because it's Duke Snider. That's a huge name, especially your Brooklyn Dodgers history and all of that. He was the center fielder, Willie Mickey and the Duke, but no value again. But guys, for me, it's not about value. It's about having it. I just love having some. If I got 20 more, I wish I had 20 more. That's how I feel. I just love what I have. And like I said, this is all in person. So it's one at a time over the years. This wasn't easy, guys. I'm telling you, it's not easy, but so much fun. And what I do is something very different than anybody else on YouTube. Nobody else does what I do. So if you want more of this, I'll give you a lot more of this. If you want more of that, I'll give you more of that. What do you want? You tell me what you want to see on the show, and I'll give it to you. So come back for the next episode of Baseball King Collectibles. Subscribe.